Alright guys, we got a lot done this weekend. Compost and wood chips are done in the garden.
Finally.
Oh, that's such a relief. We also had a huge help from one of my buddies, Philip, and his girlfriend Hannah, with planting all of those trees that will hopefully all survive and grow.
Yeah, we'll show time lapse at the end of the video of we planted like 30 trees.
Yep.
We're gonna play the time lapse of the garden from where we're gonna start it where you left off from our Plant With Me video. And then while we're showing you that, we're gonna go over our lessons learned.
Yep.
Enjoy. Alright, lessons learned.
Have a loader.
Yeah, so after we posted our video, we gotten a few comments that we probably should have used smaller wood chips. So I think next year when we order more chips, we'll probably do the smaller ones. Apparently they break down a lot easier and faster. Although while our wood chips were in the pile, they actually already started to break down into compost.
Yep.
So I thought that was a really good sign. But
yep.
Biggest lesson, lay down weed blocker
before you do it.
Compost, before anything.
Yeah.
I also think another lesson learned that we've never even talked about is at the very beginning, our plan was to use the pigs to till the land, and then once we moved them, we'd start on the garden.
Yep.
The biggest lesson learned for me on that was I did not realize that grass would still grow back after they root up everything. So I think we probably should have just taken a few days off of work while right after the pigs had tilled the land and just get it done, because the grass grew back so fast, and at the end of us moving the dirt and wood chips in, it was already like knee high.
Well, we also didn't even give the pigs enough time to till.
Yeah.
For me, I know everything, like if you can afford one, having a loader would have been a huge help. And then also, don't put up the fencing until you're absolutely done. It would have made things a little easier to move the stuff in and out of the garden without having to worry about the fencing.
Yeah, we should have used like a temporary fence with the pigs, and then...
Well, the posts were fine. It's like the actual fencing material. That was my issue.
Yeah, so we basically ended up breaking our backs, like loading up. We had one wheelbarrow, and we would just load it up, bring it in one load at a time, and it just took forever, and it was so much labor. But I mean, at this point, that was all we could afford right now. So we basically just took turns. Yeah.
I mean, I guess plan stuff out before you start it. Like, understand how much time it's gonna take to do things if you do things manually. We expected, like, in my head, it was gonna take us like a day or two to move everything in and out of there. But it took way longer.
It took 2 months. And like that was like 2 months.
We haven't had that for 2 months.
Yes, we got it before April 15th.
Oh, okay.
Another thing that we've noticed was the grass outside of the fenced area. I went to go weed whack it, and our fencing, I guess, is weak and ended up destroying the fence at the bottom, and like the weeds are just kind of growing into the garden. So we're gonna end up putting like a wood, what was it, barrier at the bottom.
Yeah, just a wood board.
A wood board at the bottom of the fence on the outside. And then maybe then we won't have to worry about rabbits and stuff. We could just do the electric fence on the top half for the deer.
Yeah. I also think it would have been nice to know like what was in the pine trees. Because if we had known there was that much like poison ivy and just creeping ivy that was all over the place, we may have picked a different spot for the garden, or we would have focused our time and energy into clearing that out before even starting the garden. Because now it's like this concern of,
will it get into the garden?
yeah. Alright. guys, and right here we started planting our privacy trees. We set up the posts and the string to make sure that our trees were in line with the edge of our property so that it followed the same line. And then we used the string to measure every 10 feet for the trees, and then we staggered 5 feet in and 5 feet back for these 5 on the right. We ended up having to dig with shovels and a spade because the post hole digger broke. Ashley was following behind once the trees got planted to put down some wood chips to make watering a little bit easier. Thanks to Philip and his girlfriend Hannah, the process was actually a lot quicker than we expected, and we were able to get it all done that day.
Alright, we hope you guys learned from our mistakes, and hopefully our lessons learned would help you in the future.
Yeah. Just relieved to have it all done. Less hard work.
Finally.
Get to start trying to grow some vegetables.
Yeah, well, we still have to do we have to take care of the poison ivy and then the electric and then the wood border. But other than that, it's all done.
Yeah.
The inside of the garden's done.
All your stuff is done. I'm never done. Well, thanks guys. Hope you like it. If you do, please share, subscribe, and
if you want to see anything else that we've got going on, just leave a recommendation in the comments and we'll film it.
Thanks.
Bye.